what our ancestors want of us. What do they want? What they want is for us to be in our highest expression, so that ripples back to them
Mm.
and ripples back to whatever life and whatever planet they're on right now.
Yeah, yeah,
It's all
absolutely.
circular. So I never
Yeah,
thought of it that
totally,
way. It's not just about
totally.
thanking them for everything they've done. It's also about honoring the path that they've created
Mm,
by being in our highest, and then
mm,
that way that can ripple back to them and they can
yeah,
receive that too.
nice, nice. And in that way, we're interacting with the eternal of everything, as opposed to the finite. Oh, they were there and they
Yes.
left and they're gone, right? Rather than that, I sense that it's about the eternal of everything.
Hello, everybody. Welcome to another episode of Galactic Guidance with Marcus Bird. Hey, Marcus.
Hey, Eleni, how are you?
I'm excited today.
Oh,
I've got
good.
excitable energy. So
Watch out. I love it. That's great. That's exciting.
I'm very excited to talk to your spirit mentor, Ameed, who comes
Yes,
through every time we have a chat.
yes.
She's been someone that you've been channeling now for the last 30 years.
Yeah,
And
just a little bit.
I love the discussions with her. So whenever you're
Most of
ready,
the time you love it. Last
most
time,
actually, there's only one time
that's
that I
right.
didn't have a message, and it was a message I needed to hear.
Yeah, yeah, funny that.
Yeah, it was only one time. I'm like,
Yeah,
last episode when she said, "There's more to let go of," I'm like, I've already let go of enough. Like, what else is there to let go of?
funny that. And then things open up, right?
Yeah, and it was just where I was at the time, and
Yeah,
just what
yeah.
needed to
It's all
be
perfect.
received in that moment.
Nice. Well done. Well done. Excellent. All right.
So whenever you're ready
Well,
to go down that wormhole,
let's
or
go down that wormhole, so to speak.
or actually, it's not a word. It's opening up a portal, isn't it?
Yeah, go
That's the
down the
correct
portal.
terminology. Yeah.
Yeah, it is. It is. So yeah, let's do that and see what appears and what happens. So I'll see you on the other side.
See you on the other side. So Marcus is now opening his portal to Ameed, who is a being living in another star system. If you want to hear the whole story, go to episode 1, where Marcus describes the first time he encountered Ameed and what actually happened. And in these episodes, we have a beautiful discussion about a topic that Marcus hasn't even heard of. So he doesn't know what questions I'm going to ask because he prefers not to know, because he just wants the channel to be really crisp and unadulterated from any of his thoughts. So we'll just wait for Amit to come in.
It is much of the joyness that we are being in of this, most of the magnificence of the presentness. And Miss Eleni, we are much of the loveness in this of the interchanging of the experience, much of the love.
Much of the love right back to you, Amit. I love talking to you. I'm happy just to be silent and just bathe in your energy. But I will ask you a question, and it is an unusual question to ask a galactic being, um, but it's something that's come into in my present moment a few times now, and so I would like to know your perspective on it, which is our ancestors. This is something I haven't really thought about in the past, and then recently the word keeps coming up for me: ancestors, reverence. And I've now included this in my meditation, where I give reverence to my ancestors, and I've created a little altar just for them, and so on. And it's something I have never consciously thought of. It's just sort of dropped into me. What is your perspective on how we include ancestors in the work that we are here to do on planet Earth to assist in the evolution of consciousness?
This is much of the goodness of the question that you are being of the asking, Miss Eleni. We have had many of beings being asking of this question, because when you are coming into of this theme park, this of the ancestors, this of the beings that have been living in this of the dimensions prior to your experience, is often of the confusing. What we wish to be saying for the introduction and for helping you to be of the understanding is that if you can be of the imagining that when we were being of the standing together and you are looking in at this theme park of imagination, you are thinking whether you should be appearing here in this dimensional reality. And when you are being looking at this, what you are being seeing is many different roads that are leading into of this theme park. Many different roads, like you are being saying that all road is being leading into the room. All of the roads are leading into this dimensional experience, or what we are being calling of the theme park. But what you will be seeing is you'll be seeing these roads that are leading in onto the theme park. And on these roads, you would be seeing like of the harmonic waypoints, like these are resonant frequency, what you might consider of the dots on each of the roads. Remembering you are standing here before the veil and you are looking down as if you are on of the mountaintop, and you are looking down at of the city. This is of the theme park, and as you are looking at the city, you are seeing many roads that are leading into this city or of this theme park. And along those roads you will be seeing waypoints. These waypoints are harmonic ancestral connection points, and you'll be thinking of the roadway. And this roadway, this pathway has many of what you're calling of your ancestors that are lined on this roadway, and these of the ancestors have created these pathways and has been helping to be creating of the theme park. And you are deciding which thread shall I be coming in on, which of the roadways shall I be coming in on and enter into of this theme park. And therefore you are choosing your ancestral thread that you are choosing to be of the following. So you are looking at the roads and you are saying, oh, this road over here is looking like a nice of the road. I can see of the waypoints. I can see of the contribution that this of the roadway, this of the pathway has led into this of the city. And I am deciding to join in through this of the pathway, through this of the roadway. And you can be connecting in on this roadway before you are being coming in, and you can see those that have been here before you, and you are thinking, this is a good harmonic thread that I am now following, because each of what you are considering of your ancestors have been holding a harmonic frequency. This harmonic frequency has these steps of octaves that you are following into of this theme park, of this city. And you are looking at the harmonic resonance of these of the ancestors, and they are leaving a waypoint imprint on the roadways. And as time is experienced in this of the theme park, the roadways get of the longer and of the longer. These are your time threads that you are following into of the city or into of the theme park. And you are looking at those waypoints as octaves of reality that have been in of the existence on the time continuum at some point in what you are calling of the pastness. Now, obviously, all of this is not necessarily the reality, because time is not of a linear nature like you are experiencing in this theme park. But we are hoping that the analogy will be of the helping you, so that when you be coming in of the theme park, you can be looking back at your what you are calling of the ancestors, and their ancestors are of the echoes of your reality. They are octaves of your reality, and they have helped you to be stepping into of this theme park. So being giving of the what you are calling of the gratitude and of the reverence is of the importance, because what you are giving of the reverence to is the echo of octave resonant frequency that is part of your of the existence. And as you have been standing on the veil, you have been interacting with all of these beings that you have been calling of the ancestors. And you are being of the agreeing that this is how you will be experiencing this dimensional reality. And they have been going before you and been clearing of the pathway so that you can be entering in of the city and be playing your role to continue the expansion of this of the theme park, so that the walls of the theme park can continue to expand, like we have been talking about in our last of the conversations, that these of the theme park walls will be continuing to expand of the biggerness and of the more of the expansiveness. And so this is all of the agreement, and you are just following the octave of reality. You are just following the roadway and of the pathway that has been laid there for you to be of the assistance, to help you to be of the expression of the frequency resonant expression that you have been chosen to deliver here in this of the theme park. Does this of the making sense, Miss Eleni?
Yes, this does make sense in terms of that they've laid the foundation for us to continue the path. But is there anything that we need to do in terms of reverence for our ancestors to assist in the process? Is there anything we have to actually do, or do we just honour them?
Much of the importance and what you are looking for is what is the most bestness way to be of the honoring the energetic imprint of their experience. This is much of the simpleness, what they are wishing for you to be of the doing. To be assistance in of the gratitude is to be living of the fullness of your resonant frequency, to be taking of the echoes of the octave reality, and then be of the expressing your fullness of the resonant frequency, because they have been what you might think of as warming up of the audience. They have been warming up of the instruments. They have been making way that you can be sharing your resonant frequency at a higher of the octave than that they could share their resonant of the frequency. They have laid a pathway for you to be sharing much more amplified version of the pathway of the song that your lineage has been here to be of the sharing. And they are asking you to step up into the next octave of the reality. So if we can be of the imagining that your pathway has been playing of the C note in of the musical scale that you are of the familiar with. And there on this of the C note, that all of your what you're calling of the ancestors have been playing of the C note, but they have been playing a different octave. Each of the ancestors playing a higher octave until it comes into of you, Miss Eleni, where you are here to be playing even a higher of the octave. This of playing of this higher of the octave continues to send a resonant frequency in and through all of your ancestors, so that they are living of the experience, even though they are not here in of the physical form. So the most of the gratitude that you can be giving is to fully be able to the embracing of your harmonic resonant frequency, which then echoes back through their experience of being in of this theme park. And they are getting this of the gift because it's helping them in their other theme parks that they are now playing in to be resonating at a higher resonant frequency octave. And together you will be celebrating each other by honoring of the process to be sharing of your resonant frequency. They are being laying of the path so that you can be the doing of this activity.
Okay, I got it. So basically, all we need to do is, is be in the highest resonant frequency, and do what we can to step into our highest expression. And by doing that, that echoes back into their fields, which will assist them in terms of where they are right now. And so everybody benefits. And so really, all we need to do to honor them is to step into our highest version of ourselves as much as possible and stay there.
This is much of the truthness. And you can be, if you are wishing to be able to meditating on the harmonic resonant frequencies that they have been of the providing to you, when you are being of the tuning into your resonant of the frequency, you can be then sensing into the other octaves of this resonant frequency that you are sharing, and you can be connecting in and of them so that you can be feeling into their experience and what they have been doing for you to help you to get into this of the moment. But you also must be remembering that this is a part of the oneness, that there is none of this of the separation. When you are thinking in of the past, when you are trying to be of the remembering what they have been doing for you, you are stepping out of the oneness and out of the nowness. But when you are sitting in your resonant frequency and you are being of the amplification, you are being of the tuning into, you are being of the honoring of this resonant frequency, you are returning back into of the oneness, and they are receiving this magnificence of the oneness, and they are receiving this echo, and they are using this to help them in the theme park that they are being now in of the playing. And so when you are being of the oneness, you are showing most of the gratitude that you can be of the showing. You don't need to be of the thinking back and of the thinking and holding them in of that energetic space that they were once in, and being thankful for them being of the existence. This is of the possibility. You can be of that thankfulness, but the most of the powerfulness, what they are wishing most of you for you to be of the doing, is to be in the fullness of your experience in this of the moment. Then you are connecting into the fullness of their experience in this of the moment, because you are being best to be of the remembering that this of the universe. There is only this of the moment. So what is happening now is happening everywhere in this of the now moment. And you must also be remembering that there is none of the separateness when you are thinking about the wave function of the harmonic resonant field that the universe is being of the existing in. There is just of the connectedness, and that everything is still of the aliveness, and nothing has been of the deadness. What you are considering of the deadness, everything is of the aliveness. So therefore your honoring is in this of the now moment. Your honoring is this in the aliveness of the moment, of the oneness of the moment. This is much of the bestness thing you can be of the doing.
Love it. Thank you so much, Ameed. Is there anything else that you would like to say? Any final words before we bring Marcus back?
This of the visual, this of the what of the analogies that we have been of the giving you is very much of the similar when you are thinking of your pathness, of the forwardness that you often are being of the thinking of. What you wish to be following is of these octave harmonic echoes that are playing out in and of the around you and in of the through you. If you are thinking about what the decision should I be of the making, then you'd be of the tuning into this thread, this pathway, this roadway of harmonicness and harmonic experience, and knowing that you are wishing to be of the alignment into the harmonic nature of the reality, so that you can be choosing the most harmonic, more expanded and higher octave reality of your experience. Therefore, this imagery that we are being of the giving, this message that we are being of the giving, is what you can do to be following, what you be considering of your path. We hear many of you be saying of, I've got to be following of my path. Well, if you are trying to be of the following of the path, then you are tuning into this harmonic resonant frequency, and everything on this of the path is in harmony with everything of this of the path. Both of the what you be considering in the past of the path, and both in the forwardness of the path, or what you're calling of the future of the path. When you are in of the harmonic resonance, you are staying on the path. When you are in of the disharmonic resonance, then you have been of the straying of the path, and you are needing to bring yourself back into the harmonic resonant frequency of your path. This is of the chosenness. This is what you've been destined to be of the doing in this of the moment. This will be of much of the helpfulness to help you to step into more of the fullness of who you are in this of the experience, and then in of the turnness, be honoring those that have laid of the path before you. This is much of the circular nature, much of the spherical nature of the reality of the universe that is a being of the teeming with of life. This is what we are wishing for you.
Thank you, Ameed. Thank you so much.
Much of the love and much of the joy. We are always so much of the excitement for being here in this of the moment. We are love being in of the presence. We are love of the, what you might calling of the bathing of the energy of You and everybody who is here in the watching this, we are sensing everyone who's in the watching this, because of our reality, the watching this is happening in this other moment. And we are loving of the experience of bathing in of the energy of this, just like you are saying, Miss Eleni, you are liking of the energy of us. This is a mutual interaction and sharing of the resonant frequency nature of the reality scape. We are much of the love.
Thank you.
Oh, hello.
How are you feeling?
I'm good. Yeah, I'm good. Thank you.
That's good.
How'd your question go? Did you get it answered?
Yes, I did. And that's actually really interesting perspective, which
Okay.
is that what our ancestors want of us, what do they want? What they want is for us to be in our highest expression, so that ripples back to them and ripples back to whatever life and whatever planet they're on right now.
Yeah,
It's all
absolutely.
circular. So I never
Yeah,
thought of it that
totally.
way. It's not just about
Totally.
thanking them for everything they've done. It's also about honoring the path that they've created by being in our highest. And then that way that can ripple back to them and they can
Yeah.
receive that too.
Nice. And in that way, we're interacting with the eternal of everything, as opposed to the finite. Oh, they were there and they
Yes.
left and they're gone, right? Rather than that, I sense that it's about the eternal of everything and honoring that. That's the full honor of it, I think. Yeah. Okay. Cool.
Yeah. I
Nice.
really love that kind of full circle kind of
Yeah.
perspective, as opposed to that's the past, this is now. I want to thank you for whatever you did, but it's more than that.
Yeah.
It's whatever we now do fully goes back to them.
Totally. Yeah, she often talks about the sort of thinking spherically about things, and as we move into the next sort of evolution of humanity, it's trying to release ourselves from these sort of linear concepts which are very restrictive. Very restrictive. I think this example shows, if they're sitting in the back, they're finished and done, thank you so much for your stuff, and then you sort of move on, and it's this separateness almost. Whereas I think, as you're saying, if we imagine that, like if we just honor in ourselves and be, the fullness of us, we then honor them, then there's this beautiful sphere of reality that just continues to move and rotate and spin. And yeah, I kind of like that.
Yeah. And
Like that.
for people listening, it's really an opportunity for you to know that you're not alone. There is.
Yeah.
You're surrounded by galactic beings, by ancestors,
Totally.
by so many beings that are here to assist and support you.
Yeah.
And it's about opening ourselves up to all of that. And not only that, we can assist and support them
Totally.
by having our highest expression and making sure that as much as possible in every moment, what is the resonant frequency that we're aligning ourselves to?
Totally. Yeah, I like that. That's cool. Good question.
Thank you.
I love it. That's great.
Thank you for your channel today. It was
Hey,
beautiful as
no
usual.
worries. Love it. Yeah. Well, I don't really do a lot, so it's fine. It's good.
Well,
I mean, I'm here, right? I'm offering it up, and I'm pleased to be able to do it.
You do the hardest thing, Marcus, which is surrendering. I mean,
That's true. That is
opening up and surrendering is the hardest thing to
hard.
do,
I'll
and
give
the
you that
most
much.
courageous.
Yes, that is true. Well, thank you for saying that, and thanks for sharing you and facilitating this. It's fantastic. So,
Thanks,
yay!
Marcus.
And thanks everyone for watching. We'll see you soon.
Bye. Thank you for tuning in to Galactic Guidance. We hope that the messages that you receive from the higher realms have brought you clarity, insight, and comfort. Please like this video and subscribe to this channel. Remember to stay connected to your own inner guidance and trust the journey ahead.